After a lengthy wait, Shadow of the Erdtree DLC for Elden Ring is finally upon us. If you're a fan of FromSoftware, you'll probably have a similar expectation as us, because the studio does not miss when it comes to DLC, always adding and expanding the already wonderful base game with even more surprises. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Gamer Braves! Go forth into the Land of Shadow, a forgotten land veiled in the shadow of the Erdtree. This is a friendly reminder that to access the DLC, you must first defeat both Tarskosh Radan in Kaelid and Mohg, the Lord of Blood in the rather hidden Mohgwyn place. Upon defeating Mohg in the Mohgwyn Dynasty Mausoleum, you will be greeted by the enigmatic Leda when you approach the giant cocoon with the hanging withered arm. Leda invites you to join her compatriots to trace Miquella's footsteps in the Land of Shadow, in hopes of ascertaining the missing demigod's fate. Simply touching the arm, as all typical Souls protagonists would do, will transport you into the Shadow Realm. The map of the DLC isn't very huge, roughly the size of Limgrave and Kaelid combined, but with more densely packed with intriguing elements. Terrains now come in varied elevations with cliffs and steep areas that make exploration more interesting, requiring certain maneuver techniques to reach places otherwise difficult to access. Progression-wise, the DLC is relatively more linear compared to the base game, but it is still an open world with plenty of exploration opportunities. Interestingly, Spirit Springs are sealed in the Land of Shadow, requiring you to find keys to unseal them before being able to updraft to high places with Torrent. Further decorating across the Land of Shadow is Miquella's crosses, glowing golden runic signs with a crescent pattern at the top. These runes mark the spots where Miquella discarded his corporeal form or other aspects of himself that bind him to the Golden Order. They are landmarks that serve as clues to his whereabouts, giving you messages on which of Miquella's aspects were left there. You would also typically find a Miquella's follower near one, along with the rare Erdtree fragments item and other crafting materials. Speaking of Erdtree fragments, which along with Revered Spirit Ashes, are new items that can impart benefits to you while you're in the Shadow Realm, existing alongside the traditional means of strengthening yourself through leveling. With one of these in your inventory, you can rest at a site of grace to access the new Shadow Realm Blessing option to receive their benefits. They practically work similar to how you would upgrade your flask, requiring more as you level up. Erdtree fragments are used for bolstering the Erdtree Blessing, increasing both the damage negation values of your character as well as your attack power, resulting in you taking less damage from enemies but dealing more with your own. The increase is applied as a percentage on top of your base values, so it is a huge bump in survivability and damage output regardless of your current gear. Adjusted values are highlighted in yellow on the status menu. Similarly, the Revered Spirit Ash Blessing is to Spirit Ashes what the Erdtree Blessing is to your character. Note that these benefits are only active while you're in the Shadow Realm, and you gain none of the blessings while exploring the lands between. One of the most exciting highlights for the expansion is no doubt the new weapon types that come with fresh cool moveset. There are a total of 8 brand new weapon types, and around 100 new armaments to scour and collect. The new weapon types include Beast Claws, Great Katanas, hand-to-hand arts, light greatswords, perfume bottles, reverse hand swords, throwing weapons, and thrusting shields. These are fascinating additions to the game. Hand-to-hand arts, for instance, give the dull fist a fresh coat of awesomeness with its stylish kicks, palm strikes, and a flurry of punches. Another cool addition is the light greatswords, which ended up being our favorite new weapon type to play for the majority of the expansion. It strikes a balance between the heavy hitters and the swift agile dexterity weapons. Weapons aside, the DLC also features a lot of new and unique Ashes of War, spells, talismans, and also Spirit Ashes to collect and expand your armory. Spells are absolutely cool, ranging from the shadow versions of certain existing spells to more holy ones for faith users. Furthermore, the DLC also introduces special craftable items designed to counter certain enemies, such as the hefty Furnace Pot, which makes dealing with the Furnace Golem much easier. Difficulty is always subjective and opinions vary from player to player. From our experience, Shadow of the Erdtree is no doubt going to give you a hard time or a fun time, depending on your skill. The Divine Beast Dancing Lion boss, for example, despite being your first major boss in the DLC with a lumbering appearance, is agile and ferocious, aggressively bombarding you with bludgeoning strikes with its body and unleashing elemental attacks. Meanwhile, Mesmer, the poster boy, is one intimidating boss, able to decimate you with fiery combos. Hopping into the Shadow Realm, you can already feel the difficulty jump right away. Even normal mobs can be a nuisance as they hit like trucks and are far more aggressive. The base Elden Ring is already FromSoftware's Magnum Opus, truly one of the most memorable and wonderful adventures crafted after years of amazing Souls-like releases, and Shadow of the Erdtree somehow elevates that level of awesomeness beyond. The scope of the DLC is truly impeccable and almost feels like a slightly smaller version of Elden Ring. Every new element added in Shadow of the Erdtree is thoughtfully considered. Every gear, talismans, sorceries and incantations, Ashes of War, Spirit Ashes and any lore bomb will no doubt give fans another unforgettable experience. Every major boss is creatively designed with diverse attack patterns and skills that will surely rank themselves as one of FromSoftware's best. As fans of Soulslikes and of Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree is almost a flawless add-on. Every bit of it is just satisfying and awesome. Shadow of the Erdtree is now available as of June 21st, 2024 for PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, and Xbox One. What do you think of the game so far? Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.
Hello again, adventurers! Did you enjoy the video? Let us know in the comments below. Drop a subscribe to help the channel out. We hope you have a great day and keep on gaming.